We are officially on the road. We are stopping at a gas station. We've been on the road for 2 hours. It was pouring for a little bit there, which was scary, but we are now 2 hours away from home. It's 9:15 and we have 10 hours. Our goal is to get to Buffalo tonight. Our goal for the whole trip is to get to San Clemente by the 27th. It's currently the 18th, the 16th. It's the 16th. So we have 11 days to get to San Clemente and a ton of stops along the way. So I'm so excited. So welcome to my road trip vlog. First stop, it's already been good. Planned our first few days and like where we want to stop. We already have where we're staying for the most part. There are some places where we don't know where we're staying yet. So stay tuned for that. At Quick Trip, gotta get some ice for the cooler. Gotta make a sandwich. Today's a big driving day, but I'm excited for the few places we are gonna stop. So I will see you guys probably when we get there. Welcome to this road trip. I'm so excited. These are so good. We made it. Oh my gosh, this grass is really tall. Our second stop in South Dakota, and we're on the Missouri River. It's very beautiful. I think we're about halfway to our destination for tonight. We are trying to get to Wyoming, so we're gonna do South Dakota in one day, and we have a few more stops in South Dakota before we need to get to our campsite tonight. But look at this, it's so pretty. The Missouri River. There's another outlook point on the other side of this rest stop that we're gonna go look at. And then we're gonna hit the road again. On the road, country road, take me home. The Missouri River is actually the longest river in the United States. It starts in Montana and goes all the way to the eastern side of Missouri where it joins the Mississippi River. Growing up near the Mississippi River, I loved how blue the Missouri River was. Badlands National Park is characterized by these gorgeous formations that are actually named Badland formations. They're made up of rock sediment that erodes very easily. Scientists believe it has been here for 1,000,000 years, which absolutely blows my mind, but it being here for this long actually makes it a really popular place for paleontologists, and it's filled with fossils. We made it to the Badlands. We just stopped at a couple places. Window Trail, and there was like a Badlands overlook, I think is what it was called. It was very beautiful, but I don't think we're stopping anywhere else besides the visitor center. Maybe a couple pull-offs if we see a nice lookout. Ooh, are those eagles? Okay, we're at the visitor center, but it's very pretty. Definitely a very beautiful drive-through just to cut off at I-90. Even if you don't want to stop, but you just want to drive through it, very beautiful. And there's a couple easy spots, honestly, just where you can hop out and walk. It said, Window Trail said 20 minutes round trip. We maybe did it in 10. There's a couple others like that. And then there's definitely longer trails, like a couple miles that you could do if you want even more from the park. We're just doing the Badlands Loop Road, which I think there's more to the park than the Loop Road. Yeah, there is, but that's just what we're doing. So would recommend if you're looking for a quick detour through western South Dakota. Okay, see, this is what I'm talking about. We just stopped at the visitor center. That's really cool. And you can just hop out and look at this stunning view, or you can just drive by it if you don't want to stop. But if you do, there you go. The Badlands is also home to a variety of wildlife. We were able to see a bighorn sheep, bison, different birds, and a bunch of prairie dogs on our drive. Bye, Badlands. We'll miss you. Thank you for this wonderful drive. After our drive through the Badlands, we headed to Waldrug for dinner. That looks so good. Oh my god. Waldrug donut. Yeah. Chocolate? Maple? This is better than the chocolate. That's really good. Hold on. Let me double check. Yeah. Chocolate is still delicious though. We just went to Waldrug and had dinner, and we had donuts and it was so good. The maple one was definitely better than the chocolate one. The burger was pretty good. And I'm dead now. It's almost 6 o'clock and we still have 3.5 hours until we get to our campsite in Wyoming. I know we're going to be thankful for that later in the trip, but it'll be okay. But what a beautiful first day it was. I mean, driving through the Badlands, I'm just so thankful that these places are there for us to explore, and I can't believe people want to defund these public lands. They're so beautiful and incredible, and I feel honored to walk the ground that is these beautiful places. Before I dive too deep into that, 3.5 hours, that puts us there a little before 9:30, and the sun sets at 9. So we'll see how it goes. I think it's gonna be set up camp, go to bed immediately. Maybe even get a few hours in the car because I've been up since 4:30 and we gained an hour, so it's 6, but it's really 7. Anyhow, beautiful first day of the road trip, and I'll see you guys for another exciting day tomorrow. Look at them. So cute. Good morning. Oh my goodness. Breakfast of champions. Good morning. It is day 2 of the trip. We woke up at our campsite, honestly, a few hours ago, and made breakfast, showered, cleaned up, packed everything away, and we are about to hit the road to keep heading west and head to the next national park. But at the campsite this morning, we saw some pronghorns in the fields behind me. It was cool. I feel like it's only day 2 and we've already seen so much wildlife. Bighorn sheep, prairie dogs, bison, and pronghorns. This campground is so peaceful. We're in Buffalo at Deer Creek Campground. Would recommend. Showers were nice. The spot was nice. It was overall a really good day. There's some road noise and some airplane noise, but other than that, it's been very peaceful and very relaxing. With that, let's hit the road. We have a few stops until we get to our next national park, so I will see you there. Currently stopped off on the side of the road in Bighorn National Forest, and this is stunning. You can see, I can zoom in. It's kind of hard to see. The stream, the view. Oh my god. Like, how is this real? So pretty. How lucky are we that, again, there are just places like this for us to enjoy and be at peace in nature and to slow down with. You can hear the river in the background, the birds, the breeze. This is what I needed, honestly. This is really what I needed. Because as it turns out, being in nature can solve all of your problems. So red. Huckleberry ice cream, really good. Now we have to try the taffy. They gave us 5 for $1. There was caramel and then just huckleberry. There's a place by my parents that they make taffy, and that's like the best taffy, and they have huckleberry and it's really good. So I have something to compare this to. That's really good. I love taffy. And then this one is huckleberry and caramel. First one was really good. By the way, we're in 10 sleep. And this is from Dirty Sally's. Way chewier. Oh my god. That's so good. I like the first one better. Hello. We are in Cody. We're about to head into the national park. We have like an hour until we get there. But I haven't updated you guys. We've been playing the license plate game and it's only been a day and a half and we have 37 states. I just got the 38th state at this gas station and this was a state I did not think we'd get. It's literally Hawaii. It's insane. I can't believe it. The car, I don't want to show someone's license plate, but the car in front of us right now, literally parked, is Hawaii. So now we're at 38 and it's only been a day and a half. off. Our goal, if you don't know the license plate game, I always play this on a road trip growing up, is you try to get all 50 states by the time you get home. And since we have such a long road trip, it'll be easy. The hardest ones are going to be Alaska and Hawaii. And the eastern states will be a little more difficult too, since we're mostly road tripping to the west. But literally this morning, saw Alaska. Or was it last night? It was either late last night or early this morning. Saw Alaska and then Hawaii right here. This is so exciting. Also, in Cody, we just walked around, had lunch at a Mexican restaurant, and of course, there was a bookstore. So of course I had to go in. And one of my favorite authors is releasing a book today, and a book that was independently published that I recently read was getting traditionally published today. So I was hoping to find that. I honestly didn't have any expectations that they would have either of these books, but they literally had Sounds Like Love by Ashley Poston. I'm so excited. I love her books. I read The 7-Year Slip and gave it 5 stars pretty early on when I started reading, and I loved it. I loved Novel Love Story. I loved The Dead Romantics, and I'm really excited for her new release. I think it's stunning. The guy was like, I think this book just came out today, and I was like, yeah, it did. And he's like, oh, are you looking forward to it? And I'm like, yeah, I am. I love Ashley Poston. And he's like, oh, well, sounds great. Just thought that was funny. Oh, the bookstore was called, they gave me a bookmark, which was cute, Legends Bookstore in Cody, Wyoming. They had a lot of local books. There was a local author signing that happened last weekend, so there was a couple of those books. And there was this Western, which I've never read a Western, but it's called Lonesome Dove, and I think it's pretty famous. Added that to my TBR. We'll see if I ever read it, but if I ever want to dip my toe into Westerns, y'all know I love a cowboy romance, so we will see. But yeah, I'm excited for the rest of the day, getting to our next national park. 2 national parks in 2 days. Crazy! There's the Cody Rodeo. We made a few more stops on our way into the world's first national park, the Buffalo Bill Dam, which was huge. It was so tall. I was like, oh my gosh, but definitely worth the quick stop. Right outside the park, there was a grizzly sleeping on the river. We were on an overpass, so felt completely safe, and we're also only there for a few minutes. But remember, people, always carry bear spray and keep your distance from wildlife. We made it into the park at the lake. There's a grizzly over there. We saw him through the binoculars. Yay! Second national park. Whoop, whoop. The first night was perfect. We stopped at a visitor center on Yellowstone Lake, then drove to our campsite, which was also on a lake. I couldn't have asked for a better end to the day. We started our full day in Yellowstone, heading to Old Faithful from our campsite. On the way was the Continental Divide, which was super cool. It was a really peaceful morning, but once we got to Old Faithful, which is one of the most popular attractions in the park, we saw a ton of people. So I would definitely get there early. The geyser erupts about 20 times a day, and the visitor center posts its estimations, which, give or take 10 minutes, are pretty accurate. After seeing the first eruption, we walked the trails around Old Faithful and saw a bunch of geysers, hot springs, and mountains. The landscape of Yellowstone is so unique. It is comprised of hundreds of millions of years of dynamic geologic activity because of shallow magma under the Earth's crust. The area is subject and has been subject to volcanic activity, glaciers, the Earth's crust being compressed, eroded, and pulled apart, which gives it its unique and diverse landscape. It is also home to so much wildlife. The bears we saw yesterday, and the bison blocking our paths today. Hello and good afternoon. It has been a beautiful morning so far. We just spent 3.5 hours-ish walking around Old Faithful. We saw it go off 2 times, one from in front in the boardwalk and then one from the overlook, which was really beautiful. We saw a couple bison. We did also eat breakfast at the Old Faithful Inn because We wanted to get out of our campsite early so we could see Old Faithful early, because when we left there was a big crowd, and so I definitely recommend doing that early. And now we are about to hike up to the Grand Prismatic Springs overlook, which I'm also excited about. The breakfast at the Old Faithful Inn was like 20 bucks a person, which buffet, all you can eat, not bad. Stocked up on breakfast. I just had a little snack. It's 12:15 right now and I'm all set for a couple hours. I feel like it's been good so far. And we got really lucky too, because this parking lot, we're at the ferry trail. I think it's the ferry loop or ferry something trailhead. Ferry Falls trailhead parking lot to go to the Grand Prismatic overlook. We got pretty lucky. There was someone pulling out as we were pulling in and got a spot. So can't complain. Having a wonderful day so far, and I will see you guys when we're at the overlook. I'm so excited. Also, it feels really good to be walking instead of just sitting in the car all day. Like, we were walking around for like 3.5 hours and my legs need it after being in the car for how long we were in the car. Oh my gosh, look at how blue that is. Crazy, crazy blue. The overlook was stunning. There was just way too many people up there shoving you so you'd get out of their picture. Wild, but beautiful. Definitely worth the little hike up there. It has been a day. I don't know what else to say besides that. We did Grand Prismatic, which was absolutely beautiful. Cannot miss. The overlook was good, just a lot of people. It was definitely worth it to walk around, but I do think the overlook was cooler. Earlier, it was Gibson Falls that we had lunch, and that was a beautiful place to stop. We are definitely missing a bunch because we have basically only one full day here, but I feel like we're hitting all the spots we want to, and I'm happy about it. I'm tired, but happy. Let's go see Lower Falls from a very, very cool angle. Like, just even the canyon walls are gorgeous. Where we're standing. 308 feet that waterfall is. You can hear it from here. It's so powerful. Definitely recommend. We did the point over there, and that was just above the falls. It's a 600-foot climb in elevation, and you just do switchbacks, but I think it was worth it. And it honestly wasn't that bad going back up. And then we just did Lookout Point and are now going to Red Rock Point, which is a little bit of a trek going down. The verdict is Red Rock Point, worth it. If you can't do that, do Lookout View. It's just like a short little walk from where you'd park your car. But if you can, I highly, highly recommend Red Rocks Point. I'm out of breath when I got in the car, but it was good. The whole thing is good. You can't go wrong, honestly. We have a few more lookouts to do, and then hopefully a shower. The Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone. Definitely accurate. Look how far back it goes. How many views of the same waterfall can we get to today?
Standing here in the shade, so I'm walking out because
One thing about the park is Yellowstone is huge. We did so much in the first day, but I highly, highly recommend at least 3 or 4 days here. Insane. My fingers are frozen. I'll always be there for you. Have I do? Gosh, it's so beautiful. She did it. Good morning. We are obviously now in the Tetons. I can't believe this. We woke up at 4 a.m., packed up camp, and headed to this spot. That's the highest peak over there is Grand Teton. And there's a couple glaciers that are receding. The sunrise was absolutely worth it to get up that early. Would recommend. We're at Glacier Lookout, and then if you look down there, that's another popular spot. And then we were at Teton Lookout before, but I'm glad we came here. As you saw, we went to the sunrise and the Grand Tetons this morning. We drove down from our campsite in Yellowstone, which was like about an hour, so it wasn't too bad, but we did get up at 4 and left at like 4:30, which was the perfect amount of time to get to the lookout spot. We stopped at Tetons Lookout, and then we were gonna go to a certain type of landing. There was just a lot of people there, and I think it maybe would have been worth it with all the people, but we ended up going to Glacier View Lookout, and that was still beautiful for sunrise. I think the landing has like a little stream by it, which would be pretty, but still, 10 out of 10. I did a terrible job updating you guys yesterday on Yellowstone, so I'm going to talk a little bit about that now, and what I'd recommend, what I wouldn't recommend, what maybe you can skip or pick and choose. I definitely would not recommend what we did. Yellowstone in one day. We got there Tuesday night, left this morning. We are not going back, and we just did a full day. Didn't get back until 8:30. We spent 3 hours at Old Faithful walking around, which can't miss that. And then we went to Grand Prismatic. Can't miss that. I did do more when I came to Yellowstone before, more of the pools and the geysers. We have a lot to do on this trip, so we definitely pushed ourselves, but you can definitely spread out what we did over multiple days. And then we were gonna do the Norse Geyser Basin, but looked pretty crowded when we were driving by, and it was kind of later in the day, so we ended up skipping that, and we didn't ultimately do Mammoth Hot Springs and the Northern Loop. We just kind of did the Southern Loop, and then we finished at the canyon and the Upper and Lower Falls, which would actually recommend. I recommend the brink of the Lower Falls because you get a good view of the canyon. I'd recommend Red Rocks Point if you can do it. If you can't do it, Artist Point or Lookout Point. And then Inspiration, or is it Inspiration Point, was cool but not necessary. Ended up showering at, there's like 3 campsites that have showers, and we showered at one of them. I think we showered at Grant Village, and it was $5.83. They took card, you just paid them, and they let you into the showers, which, oh my god, the shower felt so good yesterday. Went back to camp, went to bed, and packed up and headed to the Tetons. We're not going to be here all day. We are hitting the road, but we do have some exciting things today. First one you saw, next one, Jenny Lake, and some exciting hikes. We just pulled into Oxbow Bend and look at this view. Oh my god. How beautiful is that? Also, hi pelican. It's just a little pelican and the most gorgeous view. We think there may have been a moose over here somewhere this morning when we came for sunrise because there was a ton of people with, you know, binoculars and scopes and everything. So some type of wildlife for sure. But we just had lunch. The most beautiful lunch view ever. This would have been a great lunch view too. Can't get a bad lunch view in this park, honestly. Yeah. We were gonna drive up to Signal Mountain, which I think is that up there, so you could see like the valley and all of that, but I think it was gonna take like 30 extra minutes to get up there, and we wanna hit the road pretty soon since we've been up since 4 a.m. I'm very happy with everything we've seen and everything we've stopped at. Jenny Lake, gorgeous. We took the ferry over there, as you saw, which was the right decision. And then I wish we kind of would have taken it back so we could have gotten into the canyon more, but we walked back around the lake and that was so beautiful. So you can't really go wrong. It depends on how much time you have. We didn't have very much time, so we just went like a little bit back. We were probably there for like 3.5 hours hiking, so a good amount of time, and it was beautiful. I just am in awe of all of this. Gonna finish driving around the Tetons and head on to the next part of the trip. It's been a hectic 4 days. It's only been 4 days, but like we're staying in a hotel tonight. I'm desperate for a bed, which honestly, not so much that, just like a good night of sleep. Because last night, rough. The night before, good. So, need a good night. So many good things coming. I'm so excited for the next couple days. We have lots of fun things planned. Is that an eagle? This might be our first eagle. I don't know. It's kind of far away, but it's really big. I don't know. I'm gonna go find out. Definitely do the loop. The drive is worth it to see it close on the road in there and then further away with the flats. The Antelope Flats, I believe is what they're called. So good. Good morning! It is the next day and we made it to Boise and we're actually heading off to Oregon for a very fun weekend ahead, and I actually think I'm gonna end the vlog here. It's been such a crazy time. The last few days there's been a lot of driving, we've done so much stuff, but I'm just thankful for it all. Everything has been beautiful to see and experience, and I could not be more grateful that this is life. Crazy. To be in nature has been so relaxing, and honestly the car hasn't been too bad. All around good things. If you want to go to Yellowstone, Tetons, Badlands, highly recommend. If you want to do a road trip, do it. It's worth it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Stick around because there will be a fun Oregon vlog coming out, and I will see you in that one. Bye!